It is my pleasure to welcome back to the studio here the gentlemen that make up the band Shattered Picks, all the way from Oregon, Illinois. Somebody asked me today where the band is from, and I said Oregon. He said, "Cool." I said, "Well, that's Oregon, Illinois." So we have Colin Adams.
How's it going?
Good, and thank you, by the way, for bringing this show to people. I mean, I didn't know that you were that willing to support me.
Well, people just keep running into me, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, collision. It's starting already, people. Oh.
It's going to be the noise of the day.
Hang on to your seats.
Right over your head.
All right. And to Colin's right, we have Nathan Tauk.
Hello, Tauch. This is German, so if you sound like you're throwing up at the end of it, that's perfectly fine. It's natural.
You better watch out. I will tell your father.
Wach.
I know him personally.
You mean
And to your right, you have Trevor.
Hello.
Tauk. Trevor says hello. And to Trevor's right is his father, Tom, so I don't even have to go very far to tell on you. Hey, something fun, interesting, and exciting is happening.
Woo!
And what is it? Tell everybody in the world, or everybody who's listening anyways.
Well, we're releasing an album.
You are?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
What day is that?
January 30th.
That's coming up.
10 days.
10 days from today.
And counting, yes.
And counting. That's exciting. And the name of the album is?
Dawn of the Pick.
Dawn of the Pick. The Shattered Picks, Dawn of the Pick. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And go ahead, Jan. Jan wants to ask a question, so now I have to move the mic into position way down here.
Okay, it won't go any further. We are a little shy on microphones today because we have such a lovely array of guests here. My big question is, where can one pick up this album?
Ooh.
It's going to be available, but I mean, it's not going to be like manna from heaven, right? You have to go to a website.
We didn't tell you.
Oh no!
Right now, you can pre-order it on our website at shatteredpicks.com.
Okay.
And on the release date, it will be available in stores such as Amazon, iTunes,
Google Play,
Spotify, all those major digital outlets.
Okay.
And we will be continuing to sell the physical CD on our website.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Were you able to sneak into any stores and throw any on, or will you be trying to sneak into some stores and just throwing it on the shelves?
We'll see, probably.
I'm sure you
We're
can.
not going to sneak in. We're going to bust in, Jay.
You're going to
We're
bust
busting
in at midnight or something like that. Hopefully they don't have an alarm system or something.
I mean, 2 minutes before opening, we're just, they're going to be on the shelves, and you won't even know.
No, what you do is you rush in, write it open, and say, "Do you have the new Shattered Pick CD?" And then they'll go, "What?
What are you talking about?
You haven't been to their website?" No. Have
you not heard?
Yeah, that's awesome. And so tell us what major studio you recorded your album in.
What studio?
Yeah,
Oh,
what
boy.
studio?
We actually did this whole album live in our living room.
Live from the living room. That's the new program name, Live from Their Living Room.
Yeah, we recorded the whole thing on reel-to-reel
Awesome.
in our living room, and
Well, I've heard some of the. Well, in fact, I think I've heard all of the samples.
Yeah, we got some samples on the website. Yeah.
yeah.
And wow, sounds really good.
Thank you.
And so, where did the inspiration for all this music? First of all, how many songs are on the album?
11.
Whoa.
Yeah, we got a full album, and there's that's not all the material that we've written. There's some stuff that we left off on the
really?
album, but it was it was kind of a challenge, kind of figuring out what we really wanted on this particular one,
Okay.
and how it kind of told a story, but at the same time was very entertaining. And
All original music.
Yeah.
All original.
All
original.
Wow.
Oh yeah, they don't do none of that cover stuff. Oh no, this is the Shattered Pick for cry eye. So how long do I know? I mean, I know that some of these questions we asked you the last time you were on, but how long has this kind of been in your head and kind of in the works?
Oh boy.
I was going to say,
Well,
probably from back in the day, right?
Yeah, if you're talking just the recording side of it, we picked up Colin and started working on arranging the music and recording it in
April.
End of April.
Yeah.
However, some of the songs were written back when we were still munchkins.
Wow.
Like back in 2011. And then some of
Like it's basically from
Hey,
the
wait! I
fetus
knew
we
you way
heard
back.
rock.
I knew you way back in 2011.
yeah. And but we have a few that were written just this last year,
Okay.
right before we started recording too. So we have a very wide span of music.
Yeah.
That's cool. And you threw it all together and you threw it onto this tape, and I got a big message, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That was probably really important. Surprise. Should we go ahead and play the first cut? And this is like
This is
debut
this is from the
stuff
album.
here. This is the very first time.
So to all that's listening, these are the tracks that are actually on the album, which you can purchase on shatteredpicks.com.
And then
It's a debut.
it's
literally
a
is.
debut.
debut.
A debut. And you picked WHIW FM. We're gonna have to throw this on our resume
Yeah.
when they become like big and famous and they're on like.
Hey, now we
Conan
don't eat that
O'Brien
many
or something like
Twinkies,
that.
all right?
So
Well, maybe.
once again, Nathan, what is the name of this tune?
This song is called "For the Love of Clicks."
Okay, let's give it a listen.
Hey, my little sister, brother, elderly man. Hey, are you trying to ignore me? I'm a person to you, please say hello. All you really do is shun me. Why don't you come over here and learn? My name is ever running in a hot end. I won't fight, but I just might wanna be your friend. Silly little clicks up a teenage strings, wishing they could be somebody. Maybe you could reach out and stop standing your little band. Don't you think it's kind of ridiculous that I can't play your games? You put me off when I'm on the stage. You love me, you want to be my friend. Come on. Twist a little kiss and Mr. Shut Not of Society. Well, she misses her friends and bleeds herself in the end just to keep from talking about it. Everyone's invited to the party, but me, no thanks, I don't wanna hang. Gotta go to work, gotta get paid, gotta have a life. Don't wanna live in a fantasy land. Oh! What is going on, or is it your husband who sits down for love?
And that is Shattered Picks from their new, well, not quite yet released album, Dawn of the Picks. And we've got the band Shattered Picks right here. And I'm going to stop this so this doesn't play yet.
Yeah.
See, I have that power. I have that power. Nice song. I like that a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And, something like that, how long does it take to record? And I mean, it's overdubbing, and they were having some of the conversation in the building right now about.
Well, it actually not a lot, hardly at all any overdubbing.
Really?
It was all taken pretty much all live.
Yeah, that track in particular was taken fully live, which is really cool.
So in other words, you just get together, play the song, record it, each instrument separately, of course, right?
No, all together.
Oh, all together.
All together.
Wow.
You went on reel to reel, so just like.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, each one has its own track that it's being recorded to, but we all play at the same time together.
Yeah,
in the
but
room.
you can separate tracks, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually where I was getting to. I wasn't using the right nomenclature. 'Cause I don't know the nomenclature correctly yet. So, yeah, I really like that. I'm looking forward to hearing the whole CD, which will be available after January 30th.
Yes.
Now, are you doing a big release party or anything like that?
We've been thinking about it. There's some possible options. There's been talk about doing like a big concert or something like that. No details have been set.
Right.
It wouldn't be directly after January 30th, but we're thinking this year would be a good year to put on some kind of big show for the fans and all that.
That's awesome. Now, you guys did a show last weekend, or was it the weekend before?
A few weeks ago.
Was it that long ago already?
Yeah, Rosebrook. We played over at Rosebrook, and that was a lot of fun.
I was going to say, did a lot of people show up?
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually, yeah.
Oh, cool.
too bad at all.
Now, did you play stuff from this album, or did you play other stuff?
Yes.
Yes, we played from
right.
the album.
It's rather exciting, and it's always fun when you can play your own music and you see people dancing and stuff to it. It's just a cool feeling.
Yeah, I would imagine. I will never have that feeling because I have no musical.
Why aren't you dancing, Jake?
Right. Well, they told me I needed to. I do Miley Cyrus.
Oh.
Jan's got this puzzled look on her face.
Puzzled or
That's
mortified?
because all I could think of was Wrecking Ball.
Oh.
And I can't see you doing that one.
Okay, now I have to say a prayer, Jan. I got to go to penance or something.
Let's get the routine now.
Yeah, really. So, when you guys are all working together and you're working together for long hours, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, I'm guessing you all have different jobs, right?
Yes.
And so you get together to do this. Do tempers ever flare? I'm just curious about that.
Not really with the music.
Really?
There are times when we're frustrated, especially like with business decisions and
Oh,
stuff
sure.
like that. But it's all in good faith, and if there's debating on topics and stuff, it's all for the greater good of the band. Musically, we get along just fine.
Well, that's awesome.
If Colin has an idea for a lick or something like that, he'll throw it in, and Trevor will just start playing and say, oh, I like that, and
Right.
and we all mix it together. Now it doesn't make it easy, because a lot of the music that we did, because doing it all live, you have to get it perfect.
Oh, sure.
In the takes, so hundreds of takes.
Oh my
And
gosh.
like when you think of that too, like it doesn't necessarily, like when you say perfect, not like note for note 100%, but the energy and just that right feeling, that right sound, that's the one you want.
Right.
And it's very hard to do that.
I guess I should have you guys each individually say kind of what your role in the band is. I mean, go ahead.
Well, I'm Colin. I am the drummer and backing vocalist.
Okay. Now, do you also play guitars or do
I do
play other instruments?
Guitar and bass, not on the album, but yeah, I also am a fluid player in both of those as well, and then
cool.
just kind of dabble in a few others.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, and then Nathan's been working with me on vocals for a while now. So
Cool. And Nathan, what do you do? Do you do anything?
I don't do
Yes,
anything.
you don't do
Are you
anything.
kidding me? I just sit around and look pretty. Okay, and half the time I fail at that.
Oh, come on, you.
Oh, stop.
Stop it.
But no, I'm the vocalist, and I actually recently took up bass
Okay.
for this particular album.
Okay.
But previously, I was rhythm guitar, and sometimes I play the acoustic guitar and stuff like that. But for like writing songs, I always pick up the acoustic and
Okay.
I write them that way.
Is that just the easiest process?
I don't know. There's something about the acoustic that it's easier to envision the rest of the song.
Okay.
Because an acoustic instrument is very dynamic on its own, and I can kind of envision the drums and the rest of it. When I just have my electric or something like that, it's kind of limiting for me personally.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay. Trevor, what do you do?
Well, I'm the guitarist
Okay.
for this album and the official nerd for the band.
The tech guy.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Oh,
He's the one that makes it sound
good. Yeah. Okay, so
The one left.
I
He's that
I
guy.
understand the whole lead guitarist thing. What does the head nerd do?
So I was the audio. I was the audio engineer for the project, so I did all the recording
Okay.
and mastering, mixing, all that stuff. Most of the tech stuff for like website and recording, all that kind of stuff.
Cool. And now this is all stuff that you're essentially self-taught, right?
Pretty much.
Wow. That and see that impresses
nerd.
me.
Yeah.
I won't tell you.
don't
He's a
tell him
nerd.
I don't know. You just whisper into this microphone.
But no, that's impressive because I mean I just listened to what that sounded like, and as I listened through the samples online, it's incredible. I mean, there's people that go to school for years that probably couldn't make something sound that good. So,
Thank you.
bravo, sir.
Bravo. Good
He is really awesome.
Bravo, sir, nerd.
Yes, excellent. Trevor's probably, dare I say, the best audio technician in Oregon, Illinois.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Is he the only one?
I don't know.
Okay.
Shh, don't tell him. Don't tell him. Don't tell anybody.
So you sit at home and you got nothing to do, and you're just sitting around. These lyrics start coming to your head, or whoever. I just can't imagine, or this. What would you call it? A lick, or this
A riff or a
melody,
lick,
or this
yeah.
riff, or whatever comes to your head. And does it just drive you crazy until you get to an instrument?
It kind of depends on the song.
Okay.
Some like there's some days where like an entire song will come to you in like a matter of minutes.
Really?
And you just have to. Now that doesn't mean you're ready to play it yet.
Well,
You
yeah.
It's like you're. It's like almost like you're handed a piece of sheet music and you have to learn how to play it.
Oh wow.
But then there's other days where we'll work on it. We'll work on it for months and months and months and bits and pieces there. It just kind of depends. The next track we're going to be playing was actually a song that me and Nate wrote. I think we were starting it on Thanksgiving Day one year.
Thanksgiving Day.
We just sat down and
jamming.
we're just jamming and throwing random stuff together.
Oh
and,
really?
That's just how it developed.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Why don't you talk about the one we just played?
For the Love of Clicks, actually started out as a series of poems.
Oh really?
And it's actually completely backwards from the way it's on the actual track. I wrote these sections of poetry, just free-form poetry, just writing whatever came to my mind,
Okay.
and I hated it. So I threw it away. I threw it away, and I was almost going to go outside because I was going to go and clear my head or something like that.
Okay.
And I thought, wait a minute. What if I just play the whole thing backwards? And I took it out and I rearranged all the
poems.
all the miniature poems, and all those lyrics just came out of that.
Wow.
And the melody, I was at the time I was going through like a Stevie Wonder, kind of a James Brown kind of a phase with my own personal music, and I wanted something that kind of grooved, but at the same time talked about a deeper topic and kind of a darker topic.
All right.
But people could still tap their toes to it, and it feels good.
Yeah, it's
but
definitely a toe tapper.
Yeah.
And it is a feel good song kind of.
yeah, and it's supposed to make you feel good, but if you listen to the lyrics, and you read into it, it's heavily about the cliques in today's society, and not being included into these exclusive groups that blocks us from.
I heard you mention the internet in there. Didn't you? Was there a mention of the internet in there? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I've always had people talk to you on the internet, and then in real life they don't say a word.
Yeah,
they don't give a crap.
Isn't it the funniest thing? Two people can have a 7-day conversation on texting or internet or whatever the heck you're going to be using. But then when they get together, they're sitting across from the table at a McDonald's or something. Well, they're still texting.
Yeah, they're still texting.
Like,
and they're texting other people about how do I start a conversation? I need to figure out what I'm going to do really fast. And
I used to manage a Wendy's and over there in Hampshire, down the road for a piece. And when it was just so funny to see these groups of high schoolers come in. And there'd be 4 or 5 of them come in, and they'd all come to the table or to the counter, get their food, and they'd go to their table, and nary a word was spoken to each other. Yeah. They were all texting and interacting with other people. Well, I don't know about to each other, but I just said this to such and such. What did she say? And I was like, well, that's stupid, Jan, did you have a question you were trying to pop in on?
I can't.
This is the microphone.
I can't remember it now.
Oh.
I'm having a senior moment. But I find it really hard to combine lyrics with music for some reason when I do my own compositions and whatnot.
Please don't tell them some of the songs you've written.
Oh, can I?
Oh, I'm leaving now.
I'm killing commies for the Lord. That one I did manage to get the lyrics and the music to. And it is a funny song.
Can I get a copy of that, please?
Yeah, sure. And it is a funny song. I didn't write it with in a serious vein. So. And then another one is I'm naked but I'm sitting on a cushion.
Okay, that's the one I
But other than that, I write music. I write poetry like crazy, but I can't seem to get them. So is it just a matter of practice, or is it something that people have a natural talent for?
Well, it's one of those things I think the guys could agree where, like, you could literally write a whole set of lyrics and write a riff and then play them together and go, no, I don't like that at all. Come up with another one. Oh, I like that one a lot. But then you take the other one, put it to another piece that you've written. That's entirely common. I mean, it doesn't always happen like, oh, this works really well with this right off the bat. It's almost kind of random in a sense. You just got to feel it right. It's just got to feel right before you before you put it, you put it together and you just find out. You just try it and see if it works or not.
I think that the thing a lot of people try to do is they have these lyrics and they say, I want to write a cool riff to this or a really catchy melody, and that's kind of the wrong thing to be thinking.
Like modern pop.
When I go about writing my own, stuff, and I usually just do instrumental stuff.
Okay.
I'm limited because I don't have words. I can't tell people what my song is saying. I'd have to express it in the actual music.
Right. The sound and the.
And a lot of it, I mean, some of it is just, that's what comes out of me, and some of it is just practicing. Okay, how did this person express this kind of emotion? Why can you listen to their song and understand exactly what they're talking about without hearing a word?
Right.
And just listening to other musicians who are good at that and experimenting and emulating them and then applying it to your own. So a lot of it is practice.
Right.
A lot of it just comes out of, God just, it's like, hey, write this song.
Right. Well, that's what I'm
just giving it.
I'm just wondering, is it sometimes it's probably just like that, almost a divine inspiration, and where you're just sitting there, wherever you're sitting, and all of a sudden, bam, it's there. Whereas if you go and you say, okay, I'm going to go up to my room and I'm going to go write a song, that's got to be tough. I mean, maybe it isn't. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean,
where you don't really have the inspiration, where you're going and almost forcing yourself to do something.
Yeah, I think we all have actually. It's kind of interesting because I know Trevor, Trevor doesn't think as lyrically, but the way he writes his guitar riffs and the way he constructs a composition really does tell a story, which I think is, it's very admirable in a sense. If you look at like groups like Eric Johnson, the guitarist, his music is so incredible because he doesn't have to say a single word, and you know exactly what he's thinking.
Oh, okay.
And that is a skill. That is a very deep skill. Now,
Sure.
if anyone wants to write a song, you can go and learn song structure and all that. You can write a pop song. You can write whatever you want. I don't have a method. Because I figure it out before I write anything down. I don't write anything unless I have the entire vision beforehand.
Well, and that's kind of what I was thinking, is that you can't really force. You really can't force art, can you? I mean,
well, you can. It turns out bad.
If you are going to,
it turns out forced.
Yeah.
And if you are going to, it's got to be, I'm trying to get this point across rather than I want to write a cool riff.
Oh, okay.
If you think about it from that perspective, you're thinking about the end product. The listener doesn't care if it's a cool riff.
Okay.
They care about how it makes them feel.
Right.
They might think that they like the riff because it sounds cool, but they like it because it makes them feel a certain way.
It moves you.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't move you, it doesn't groove you, and therefore, turn the radio off.
Right.
I mean, that's
If you
Keep the radio on now, though.
yeah. Keep it on, please. Keep it on. Whispering in the microphone.
Oh gosh. What? But yeah. I can definitely see that. And when somebody's playing a guitar, a piano, or whatever they're playing, you can definitely, if they're good at it, you can really hear the emotion in the music. Because I think quite often a rock instrumental is just as moving in some cases as a tune that has words to it or lyrics to it.
They're important. They're extremely important. I mean, even if you look at the works of Tchaikovsky, Mozart, Beethoven, and all those, a lot of their operas and their instrumental pieces and all that stuff, they move you.
Right.
Now, not everybody can sit through an 8-hour instrumental piece.
That's because they've never tried.
They've never tried. But if you want to find entertainment in anything, you have to look for it, and you have to identify why is this good, why is this not good, and how does it affect me?
Right.
I might love the sound of strings, and I might hate the sound of a guitar, so I might listen to strings more. And there's nothing wrong in between those. It's personal preference.
Right.
How does it move you?
Exactly.
And if it doesn't move you, you should identify, why it doesn't.
Right. Or you should just get out of the room.
Yeah, get out of the room. Just get out of here.
Yeah, just move on. You're listening to WHIWLP 101.3 Harvard, Illinois. I'm Jay Jackson along with Jan Hammersmith, and we have special guests in the studio with us, the gentlemen that make up the band Shattered Picks. And we do have another song to play.
We do.
And I'm guessing it's probably going to be from your new album that's coming out.
Yes.
And what the heck is it going to be called?
Dawn of the Pick.
Dawn of the... I knew that part. What's the name of the song?
Rhapsody of Thunder.
Rhapsody of Thunder. Tell me about this.
Woo! Well, the best way... Oh, you want to...
This one goes to Trevor.
You go.
It is the musical equivalent of cleaning out your fridge.
Yes.
The refrigerator buffet of songs.
And you've been looking in my refrigerator.
Just take a look at when you've had all kinds of leftovers over the past week, and you can't decide which one to pick. Well, you start just picking things and start throwing them randomly. That's basically what it is.
I have a couple of tenderloins that are about this big each. I think if I threw it at somebody, it would hurt.
Well, I think we're all going to Jay's after this.
Well, they're frozen, but I'll defrost them for the weekend. You're more than welcome to.
Yum.
So this is called what again?
Rhapsody of Thunder.
Rhapsody of Thunder is what he said. Right
Thunder.
Thunder.
Right here at
Thunder.
WHIW. That's a beautiful music right there.
Thank you.
Dazzling.
Dazzling.
There we go.
It goes back right to
I never forget about that. You know, I just get that.
You didn't tell us you needed an encore, Jay.
Encore. Wow, instrumental. That is a really nice piece, and we have someone in the audience here who's the father of two of these young men, and who was telling me that we moved right into that in a perfect way, because that is a really cool instrumental song, and I kind of get what you're talking about.
It just jumps.
Jumps a lot, and it kind of tries to purge the emotions that just different in different ways. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So what's the process like? Do you send the tapes out to somewhere and they're pressing all these CDs, or
the tape we make a digital master ourselves from, and that we sent off to a company that prints up the discs for us and ships that to us, which we then ship out to whoever's buying.
Now, do you sit and put them all in the little CD cases?
No,
and
they
do the CD
do
art
all
and all that.
They do the whole thing.
Oh, really?
The disc, the jewel case, shrink wrap, everything.
Oh, really? Now, who designed the art for it?
Special shout-out.
Shout out to my good friend and co-worker on a lot of my projects, Nathan Payne.
Nathan Payne. Now, he's a real pain, isn't
I
he?
know. I know.
Golly,
If he's listening
never
to
met
this,
the
he's
young
gonna
man,
love
so.
me. Yeah, we always make fun of him, but he is incredibly talented. And
Okay.
he designed our front cover of the album Dawn of the Pick, which is the broken eggs and a pick coming out of the egg.
I know it's actually a really cool album cover.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job. We were super impressed.
Wouldn't it be fun to see this on vinyl?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
You want to buy one?
I would like to buy it on vinyl, but I'm guessing you're not going to do it that way. Trevor?
At some point, eventually,
Nathan looks right at Trevor. Huh? Are we?
eventually, we'll see how sales go. And
Bring in the microphone.
Is that a really expensive process?
it is.
Yes.
It
Is
is
it
a
really?
very
I kind of thought it was, because first of all, nobody does it anymore except probably a few.
There are bands doing
coming
it.
back.
Yeah,
It's
they're
coming back.
making a
Well, no,
resurgence.
I mean the producer, where they're actually made.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
only a few. Because the machines that make them are very expensive.
Right.
And it's a long process. So
Yeah. But that would be
The
cool.
quality is fantastic.
Yeah, I
Vinyl
mean,
is-
there's definitely vinyl is definitely making a resurgence, right now, and I think it's something that more and more people are going to be getting into. It's 7:29. You're listening to WHIWLP FM, Harvard, Illinois, 101.3, and we'll be back right after these.
This is a Harvard historical moment. Did you know that Harvard was founded by Elbridge Ayer on November 25, 1856? A year earlier, Mr. Ayer purchased 400 acres of land in what is now the city of Harvard. He knew that the railroad was coming out from Chicago, and his relocation from Bigfoot was a very smart business move. This Harvard historical moment is brought to you by Harvard Community Radio.
For nearly 175 years, the Society of St. Vincent de Paul has been helping people in need. And now, you have a new way to assist those in need. The Society's National Vehicle Donation Program. When you donate your old car or truck, the proceeds will be turned into the money we use to buy food, shelter, and medicine for millions. And help pay for a wide range of programs, including care for the elderly and employment services. Want to make a difference? Call 800-322-8284.
Tune in Saturdays from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. for the Weekend Variety Show with Henry Stevens. Henry will be playing music from the 1950s through today for your listening pleasure. The Weekend Variety Show with Henry Stevens is made possible through the financial support of Mercy Harvard Hospital at 901 Grant Street in Harvard. Additional information on Mercy Harvard Hospital is available at 815-943-5431 or mercyhealthsystem.org.
.org. So, guys, anything you want to talk about?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, pancakes.
Pancakes.
I mean, Who
And
doesn't
eggs.
love pancakes, eggs? Breakfast is a key part of recording an album.
Keeps your mind
Yes.
in
We
check.
can all talk about this actually because food is huge
Oh yeah, I love food.
for the Shattered Picks.
Obviously.
I mean, us as a group, we consume more food,
And tea.
and tea than most countries. I mean,
The smaller ones, anyways.
yeah. I mean,
What is your food of choice while you're recording?
Anything Trevor makes.
So what they're trying to say, Trevor, is they're lazy and
He's the
you're
cook.
doing all the work.
Exactly.
Pretty much. He's the first one up in the morning. He's like stirring us, like, "Hey, come on, breakfast."
Oh my gosh. What do you get up at like 6 in the morning or something?
Yeah.
That's sick in the morning when you don't even have to get up on the weekends. Well, you're probably used to doing that when you get up and go to work anyways,
I'm
right?
usually asleep for like 2 hours.
Yeah, you're a night owl. I've been online
too.
when you
Me
are.
too.
Are you a late night guy?
Well, yeah, it's depends on what I'm doing because like when I work for like Interstate or something like that, doing like school photography, I got to
sure.
get up at 4 in the morning. But then I'm up till about 2 o'clock in the morning doing other projects. So it's,
Yeah, I hear you.
it's minimal sleep.
But when you're in that creative thing and you got all that going, you know what? Sometimes I don't even think it matters.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in college, so right around the age you guys are now, I had 2 radio shows, 1 commercial, 1 at the college, theater work constantly, and every single, if I wasn't in it, I was lighting it or, giving it sound. I mean, there was just everything that I was doing, but I was always busy, and I was never tired, even though I got about 3 hours of sleep a day, I think.
Yeah.
Used to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning before Jan was even going to bed, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But this has been quite a fun little get together here, and you're going to be releasing the album on the 30th of January.
Yep.
And what is the price of the album going to be?
The album is going for $15.
Okay.
And then I don't know what iTunes is going to be charging for it when the downloads are available, but we'll announce that. as we find
Like
out.
you don't get to choose that, or do they set the prices? Or does each platform set the price? I know nothing about this process. I've never downloaded a song.
It's like
Yeah.
$1 a song.
Is it?
Yeah,
Something like that.
It's like $1.20 or something like that.
Usually,
Okay.
it depends on the release.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not important. I was just curious because
Yeah,
I've
but-
never bought music like that. I always buy a physical
Yeah,
copy.
the physical is $15.
Oh, cool. And before y'all leave, I got to give you some money so you can send me one because
Yeah.
I don't like PayPal, and PayPal doesn't like me.
It's not your pal, is it?
No. So straight out of Oregon, Illinois. This is Shattered Picks. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you coming in and giving us the lowdown on the new album. And it's been a lot of fun. I've known you guys for 6-7 years now.
Yeah,
something
it's
like
been a
that.
long time.
It's been a while, and just always been very impressed with the talent. Colin, I was pleased to meet you a few months ago, and loving the music, no
Thank
doubt
you.
about it.
Thank
And so I can't wait to hear the whole thing in full
Yeah.
versions, really loud. I really, really want to hear that song, "My Island." Is that what it's
Yeah, the
called?
Island song.
The Island
Yes.
song. It's really funny because as you played that the last time you were on the show, and then I was going through the samples and I'm hearing this, and I'm like, no, don't stop! I want to hear the whole thing. And well, and the funny thing is, the whole next day at work, I'm just singing this, this. It's become an earworm, is what I'm trying to say, which is not a bad thing, right? And get the album because it's that song right there is worth the price of the album, and that instrumental that we played too. It's all good. It's
thank
all
you.
good.
Thank
So
Thank you.
There's more in the works, too.
oh yeah.
And,
Well, I'm sure number 2 can't be far away.
We're already in the process.
Okay. Did you have a question, Jan? It looked like you were. Trying to ease your way. Just trying to get close to me is what you were doing.
Do you have questions? Question?
I just wanted to say, even though I'm kind of like probably the oldest person here, and the music really does appeal to me. And I'm going to probably buy 2, stick one in the car because I still have a CD player, and keep one in the house because a lot of it's good traveling music. I mean,
Thank you.
It's great to drive to.
uplifting.
There's even more traveling music. Hint, hint. And if you purchase the album, you can find out for yourself.
Oh, listen to him doing all that promotion and everything.
Pre-order your copy today. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to Twitter.
Well, I don't know how to tweet.
Tweet is for them young kids.
That's from them youngins.
Tweet,
Because,
tweet.
I signed up for, what's that called, Twitter? Twitter?
Yeah.
Twitter. Mm-hmm. I have a Twitter account, but I have no clue how to use it.
It's complex.
Well, yeah.
It's
I'll
crazy.
stick to Facebook and MySpace. Wait, did I just say MySpace?
MySpace?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Man.
You're not even old enough to have had a MySpace.
No, I had a
you?
MySpace.
I did.
I got a MySpace actually before I was allowed to,
Oh,
and I got in big trouble. No, it's
right
okay. My
over
mom's
there.
listening.
It's right over
My mom knows
there.
the story, but yeah, I got a MySpace, and all my friends added all these people that I didn't know.
Oh, my gosh.
And so I had probably about 800 friends within a matter of hours. And I'm getting all these messages and all that. Mom's like, "You're not having this anymore." No.
That's way too. Well, did you go to a friend's house and you got on their computer?
No, my mom threatened me.
I've met your mom, and she's a very nice lady. She probably did
a great job.
Did that for all the right reasons.
Yes, yes. But then we got a Facebook, and everything was better. And
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg gave us 2 dinosaurs and all that stuff.
Did you get your $5,000?
I
yet?
did.
Oh,
And my pet giraffe and dinosaur. He's selling
Nice.
dolphins now. There's a dolphin giveaway
yeah. I you know what?
and birthday cakes.
I love how people just started just spreading that BS around.
It was so good. I was hoping it would be true and he would just do it for the heck of it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg, if you're listening,
Will you please give me some money?
I mean, at least a tiger or something, man. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, well, again, thanks a lot for coming in, and we'll do a little Dionne Warwick. I don't know why, but she's just. 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 I don't know why, but